So we have some exciting news for you, don't we, honey?
We do.
What is it?
We bought a house.
Who bought a house?
I bought a house.
So she decided that renting and moving every once in a while wasn't for her. So I said, why don't you buy a house? So she went out looking and we have bought a house. So we're here today. We haven't moved in yet, but we're getting all our furniture delivered. So in the course of this video, we'll share with you the house, what we paid, the terms, and show you some of our furniture. So see you in a bit. The first item being delivered is the sofa. It's a busy day. Put the car there. This was our bedroom, living room, kitchen, and here comes some TV, refrigerator. So there's a lot of assembly required. And everything came with free delivery and free setup. I'll tell you more about what we paid and how the pricing works here, but it's really, really cool. So let me take a moment and share with you a little bit about the home search that Kim went on. So one of the ways to find houses here in Thailand is in Facebook groups. A lot of the expat groups and for sale groups actually show some homes for sale from time to time. The one thing we found is you typically have to contact the listing agent because a lot of times they don't have a MLS here. They don't have a multiple listing system. So you actually contact the agent who's either advertising the home directly or has the listing directly. So Kim went out and she actually viewed probably 5 or 6 homes and she was sending me videos and stuff, and then she found this one. Let me turn the camera around in a second and show you what she saw when she walked onto the property. This is a new community that consists of, I think, 14 homes when it's done, maybe 20. But anyways, the driveway is gated. So that was what she saw at first. And then when you enter the property, you see the swimming pool and the covered parking. But this is where it gets really amazing. Right here. She fell in love with this the first time she saw it. Let me show you the small, it's not the biggest covered patio. There is a good sized patio, but the overhang is small, but the rest of the property is really nice. So let me just show you the small backyard, which we have a dog. If you haven't met her yet, her name is Zoe. She is a Thai dog. She's a rescue dog. That's the swimming pool equipment there. There's small backyard here. We're actually going to be putting a washing machine right here. We're looking for a combo unit, a washer dryer combo. Then the water tank with a water pump and the side yard. And you can see the AC units. You can also see that there's rain gutters. So all in all, pretty cool. But that view, Kim had messaged me almost immediately. She said, I think I found the house. Let's go in and talk to Kim. So the furniture's still being delivered. We got our sofa delivered. We have our TVs delivered. That big TV's going on the wall there or on a entertainment center there. Small TV's going in the bedroom. You'll see all the rooms have air conditioning. We have a nice small kitchen, so we got a nice glass top kitchen table. We got our refrigerator installed or delivered today. Coffee maker, nice cabinets. We bought glasses, pans, and dishes. And there's Kim right there. So I had told you what Kim fell in love with the moment she got here, but Kim, what did you fall in love with?
That mountain view.
The mountain view. It's amazing. And we kind of already confirmed that view won't change.
Yeah.
Everything behind the house is built. So pretty excited about that. But I did have a dream last night. And my dream was that somebody built like a 4-story observation deck out there, which totally took care of our view, but I'm sure that will not happen. So now we'll share with you a little bit about the home buying process. So when Kim saw this place, like we said, she loved it. And she had messaged me immediately. And then we'll talk about the price. So their asking price was 3.6 million baht, which was about $103,000 at the exchange rate. But they did say they were open to offers. So I said, why don't you offer 3.4 million baht? So we offered 3.4 million and we settled on 3.5 million. The negotiation was super easy. On the day we agreed, and actually the day we started paying some of the money, that is exactly $100,000 because the exchange rate was 35-1. Bounced a little above it and a little below it, but at the end of the day, we're going to pay right around $100,000. So there's different ways for foreigners or expats to acquire property here. So we could legally buy a condominium, but we cannot legally own land. So people do it different ways. They actually start a corporation and the corporation owns the land. They have to have a stand-in Thai that owns 51% and the foreigner owns 49%. We decided not to go that way. For a long time, I did not like the concept of the land lease until I learned more about it. So we're actually on a 30-year automatically renewable land lease. It's included in the price. It doesn't cost extra. But what we did was when we wrote the contract, we had a lot of things written into it. I think it's probably standard, but like I said, this is the first time we've done it. So our land lease and the property is willable. So we could actually will it to our children or whoever. That's kind of important. The next thing is if the land ever, or if the laws in Thailand ever change and they allow ownership, this will automatically turn into an ownership property, not a land lease anymore. So the land lease will discontinue and it'll turn into ownership. So one of the reasons why I was originally against the whole land lease thing was we don't really own anything. We own the house, but we don't own the land. But at the end of the day, this is just like ownership for 90 years. 90. Nobody owns a house for 90 years, at least where we come from. So for us, it's exactly the same as ownership. We have all the rights of ownership, the way the contract is written, but we don't own it. We own the lease. But it's going to be just like ownership. Let me tell you about property taxes here. So in the United States, we pay, I think, $4,500 a year property tax. And we live in a state that doesn't have crazy property taxes. We live in Arizona. So we own a house in Arizona. Our property taxes are $4,500 a year. Get ready for this. Property taxes here are $30, 30 US dollars. So that's huge. The next thing is we decided to buy because leasing here, Kim goes away. We go to the United States frequently, and Kim always goes back to the United States for the holidays. And that was always a dilemma. Do we continue with our lease or do we find a new place? And so far we've been finding new places, which meant Kim had to move every year. And now we don't have to do that. Now, we did have to buy our own furniture. And at the end of the day, we're going to be into it for about, I'd say $8,000. So somewhere between 250 and 300,000 baht, but it's all brand new. It's good stuff. And we'll talk a little bit about location. We relocated to Hua Hin from Koh Samui. We actually love Hua Hin. It's like a quiet, active version of Thailand, meaning, Pattaya, Koh Samui, Phuket, they're all pretty big tourist areas, and there's a lot of activity there. Hua Hin is a tourist area, but it's a Thai tourist area, and it just seems a lot lower key. There's not a lot of the big nightlife activities that you get in some of the other cities. You get all the night markets, and you get shopping centers, and you get a little bit of traffic, and you have decent beaches and nice resorts and all that, but you don't have all some people might call it the negative stuff that you might find in other parts of Thailand. I'm sure it's here, but it's low key.
Yeah.
It's just feels like a nice, relaxing place to live.
We're not big on nightlife stuff anyway. And there are some areas up in town that have, the bar areas and all that. But this is a good balance. It's a good mix of what Dave and I like, and we love the location. It's only about 2.5 hours south of Bangkok, so it's easier for us to go to Bangkok, fly out of there. And our whole goal of coming here to Thailand anyway, we wanted to use this kind of as our base so we could travel around Asia and do short trips. And being closer to Bangkok is really ideal for that.
And as you see, we've been on some short trips even recently. We've been to the Philippines, we've been to Vietnam, we've been to Cambodia, and we haven't even been to Chiang Mai yet. I mean, there's places here that we haven't even been to. We haven't even been to Pattaya and other places. So we plan on doing all that. But again, Hua Hin. I'm actually gonna put a map to the general area of the house here so you can see the proximity to the ocean. You can see the proximity to downtown Hua Hin. There are 2 really good shopping centers there. What are they, Kim?
Blueport and Market Village.
Blueport and Market Village. Takes us about 15 minutes to get there, and it's ideal. Meaning we are in a quiet location, but if we want busy and we want good food or we want shopping centers, it's just really 15 minutes away, and it's an easy drive. Even on traffic days, it's not that hard. So, not too bad.
No, it's a nice suburb area where we're located. We're right down near the lake, we're near the beach, we're near the bike trail, all the things that we enjoy doing, and I'm thrilled. Glad we're here.
So buying might not be for everybody. I mean, we have some new friends here that are renting. And one of them's renting for 11,000 baht a month. Now it's just a 1-bedroom apartment. And the other friends are renting for what, 17,000 or 13,000 baht per month? If you do the math on that, that's only $300 or $400 per month. And then on top of that, well, and in addition to that, we also have a friend that's renting a nice house in a decent community for 27,000 baht a month. So renting can always make sense, but there might come a point if you decide this is a long-term thing, buying might make sense. With a word of caution, we didn't buy this with any expectation of increase in value.
Yeah.
There is going to be no increase in value. If this was to go up in value, that's the bonus, right? That's the bonus, but not expected. But we would expect to be able to sell this for what we paid for it. So if you think about it, over years, that if you could sell it for what you paid for it, that would be pretty much recouping all the rent that you would have paid. So just one way of looking at it. One last thing for this little clip of video is you may or may not know it, but I am in the real estate industry in the United States. So in Arizona, I'm a licensed real estate agent in Arizona and California. I have a pretty successful business there. I've been on the fence as to how involved I want to be in real estate here, but shoot me questions, because if you ask me questions, it'll force me to find the answers, which I am more than happy to do that to help you, as well as we have some really good contacts. The attorney we used is really good. The real estate agent we used is really good. And who knows, as we go forward, I may be more and more interested in helping people with their real estate needs here. And like I said, I'd be more than happy to help you. And that's it for now. So there may be more to this video, but this little clip right here, I'm about done. Kim?
Yeah, I'm good. Good.
And just make sure you like and subscribe the video to keep updated of all the things we're up to. Take care.
See ya.
So I just thought of something else I wanted to share with you, the furniture. So we actually did our shopping at 3 different stores. We bought our appliances at one store, we bought our sofa at a different store, and we bought most of the other furniture at a place called Index. We were satisfied with all the quality and the prices of everything. But 2 things I wanted to tell you about. First of all, here in Thailand, I'm under the impression that there is sales tax. But when you look at a price, let's just say the price is 25,000 baht for something, $700 or $800 for something. That's the price. It already includes the sales tax. So like in the United States, if you were to buy something for $600, they add sales tax on after it. So you see the price before tax, and then you get to cash register, you pay another price. So I thought I was gonna spend a whole lot more money than I had to, even with the stuff we ended up buying. So that was surprise number one. Surprise number two, they all offered free delivery and setup. That was included. So the sofa, it was already assembled. It took them 15 minutes to unbox it and assemble it. The appliances, meaning the refrigerator and TVs, the TVs are gonna stay on stands, so no big deal. And the fridge was just a matter of unboxing it and plugging it in. But the bedrooms and the kitchen table and stuff, these guys have already been here for 2 hours and they're still going. So all that's included. So not only was sales tax included in the price, but delivery and setup, which both of those things came as a big surprise to us, a pleasant surprise, but a big surprise. So super excited about that. Wanted to share that. And hopefully you're still with me. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. We're going to be sharing a lot of things about Thailand.